Hello everyone, I'm Angelo. I've been homeless in Northern Virginia for 5 months now. Been busy all day, was busy yesterday. What did I even do yesterday? I don't even remember. Got tied up with a bunch of stuff. And today, I spent a good amount of time at the scene shop where I was helping build sets. So I was doing some carpentry, but I was doing it for free. And it was fun, it was enjoyable. I liked it. It was weird to be out again with just people, just regular people. Although, everybody here, like, they got something, unique about them. But I mean, just like to be around just regular people again, not be in my stressed out mind. Oh, I remember what I did yesterday. I went to a screenwriting group. And I had people read out parts of my screenplay, which I was really glad to be able to do, and then get criticism on it. And I was really trying to get a lot of criticism from people. I had a whole bunch of questions ready, like, is the logic clear? Do the characters, seem to have clear goals? Is there enough conflict? Can you relate to them? Like all this stuff designed to get feedback. So screenwriters, by the way, do your homework before you get feedback on your screenplay. Be prepared to say, what kind of feedback do you want? And then listen to it and don't defend your screenplay. Just listen and hear it. And also, I believe in explaining, what type of story do you want to tell, and then let people hear or read your screenplay, and then so they can, imagine the difference between what this grand idea you have, and then whatever, you've written that's probably failing to live up to it, because writing is difficult. It's hard. And I was pleased that, it sounded okay enough, but there were definitely big gaps in the pages that I had read, where I'm like, oh crap, there's some concerns I had, they're even bigger concerns. Anyway, so I'm saying that for screenwriters outline, read other screenplays, read books on it, do some research, format your screenplays properly. Everyone has the excuse of, well, I did it because of this. I did it because of, doesn't matter. I gave my characters, I italicized words or capitalized them or underlined them for whatever reasons. And that doesn't matter. That's why everybody says they do it. And there's a reason no producer or really any, director or script reader wants to see that stuff. So think about that before you defend, here's why I did it. It doesn't matter why you did it. Just listen, take it in and think about it for a few days. That's what I got to do. Think about it for a few days, get a little distance on the criticism I got, and then see, okay, how do I rework this thing? Because some I'm like, damn, they're right. I have some serious concerns, and I got to either rework it or, incorporate the criticisms and the feedback. Other thing, oh man, my ears are killing me. I could have shot this on my Canon PowerShot. It would look so much nicer. The problem for me is it kills my ears to have headphones on, even with my earplugs in. Fire trucks going by. Even with the volume set to 6 out of 100, super soft. I don't know what it's maybe just the pressure of the ear, the headphones on my ears. I don't know if it's just the TMJ and everything, or just this proximity to my ears. I'm putting my earplugs in now, but it hurts my ears so bad. So I'm just trying to not have to use my headphones for a few days. Sucks, but I'll just I'll just edit. And it's difficult because when I'm editing, I'm usually in, a cafe or McDonald's, and I want to hear it without everybody else hearing it, but I might just have the volume really low, and there's enough noise in McDonald's anyways where most people won't hear it, because I don't have to really listen closely, it's not like I'm designing sound carefully, it's just, I want to make sure the sound all came out right. And the case of the celebrity dish video, I didn't realize how bad the wind would affect the audio. I just was like, whatever, I'll live with it, because I wanted to get my mom's reactions right then. I didn't want to shoot it again. Other thing going on, so it's the end of the day now. Wish I got up earlier, did stuff earlier. Whenever I sleep and wake up kind of just with 8 hours of sleep or so, and I wish I could rest another hour or so. It's so hard for me to fall back asleep again and get that last hour of sleep. So, waited around in my car, lied down for a while. It's like, not falling back asleep. Finally went to the gym, got started late. Everything today, my mom got delayed. She couldn't make a video. And now, I can't make a video with her tomorrow. Now, we'll see what happens here, how this goes, because I'm starting a new job. This was incredible. I couldn't believe it. I applied to something like a month ago, and I thought it'd be really cool to have. And they actually said to call, and I was like, okay, I'll call, but I kept putting it off, and then I just forgot about it. And now that my money, like, I'm starting to think, okay, like, my credit card's going way back up again. I got money in my bank account, and I'm slowly paying, like, putting money back on my credit card so that I can buy groceries, basically. And I want to just basically not pay, just pay the minimum payments on my credit card. The problem is I keep spending money, so I gotta keep putting money on there. That's not good. But I got this job tomorrow, just helping a person who needs some physical assistance for just like 4 hours in the afternoon. Problem is that's right when my mom is usually available to shoot stuff. So we were going to do a cooking video. That's disappointing. It's frustrating, but I'm like, okay, I got to try this. I just got to try something, make a little money. And hey, it's not even like a real job. It's not with a company. It's not, something, excuse me. I'm training with a big company, basically just driving somebody around, needs help, taking them around to do errands. That's it. And so, hey, if I like it, good, I'll do it. If I don't like it, don't like the guy, whatever. I'll just say, okay, I don't think this is right for me. No big deal. I always dread the idea of doing that, though. Like the idea of confrontation. It's not actual confrontation. The idea of it. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's gonna stalk me, and it's gonna ruin my life. Same thing with the screenwriters thing yesterday. I was so worried going in. I was seriously like between the verge of like wanting to throw up and wanting to cry. Because I was like, oh my goodness, everyone's going to judge my screenplay. Oh, it's going to be so horrible. And sure enough, I came in probably more prepared than anybody. And, seemed like I was really serious about it. And I'm not trying to hear positive feedback. I just don't want to. I don't care. Like, I don't need the ego boost. Fortunately, I've had enough experience and distance, what little experience I've had in screenwriting and feedback to know. And this is advice for anybody in any creative field. I don't know. I don't know about other fields, actually, but screenwriting, definitely, you need it. I don't know. I wonder if there's other ones, like maybe artists or something, where it's like you got to do your own thing. You just can't really be affected too much by what other people want, because you can kind of do anything. Screenwriting, I feel like there's only a certain number of things that work. And you have to seriously learn the discipline of pushing yourself to learn all that stuff before then you can go out and try and experiment or show off or whatever. But even that, show off's the wrong word. I shouldn't have said that. You have to seriously learn the craft before you think, oh, well, what do I have to research for? What do I have to outline for? I'm shocked by writers who say they don't outline. But, everybody learns how they learn. And years ago, I wasn't even ready to start learning that. I was just too full of myself. I wasn't that interested in writing, but I was like, no, I wasn't going to learn. But as a result, I didn't learn anything about screenwriting until like 2 years ago when I seriously started wanting to do it. Even then, it was a brutal, it felt like a boxing match, like how I felt after pushing myself to write sometimes 5 pages a day and not knowing what the hell I was doing, thinking my whole future's writing on this screenplay, and then getting the feedback that, hey, none of it works, from a professional screenwriting consultant who consults with, the top. I paid him $500 to consult with him. I was so convinced he would like it, and that was foolish. But, the most painful, the biggest shock to you, it's like being hit with a cattle prod, is the biggest learning experience. I just farted. Could you hear that? So take your craft seriously, artists out there. I feel like it's kind of different for maybe like YouTube, because people can just do anything, and if people like it, it'll be popular. But screenwriting, there's like 100,000 screenplays written a year, and only a few hundred, maybe, or a few thousand get produced. So that should tell you need to learn that. There's no way you can be like, well, I don't need to follow, all the guidelines being set and what producers want and everything, because I've already mastered that stuff. I know. No, it's you're making the novice mistakes that every novice writer makes. Think about why you're, like convincing yourself that's okay, when everybody who's read lots of scripts, they say, I know all those mistakes you're making. And that should be, a good thing, an empowering thing. And that's something I'm still learning. And it's so painful still to, not in person to get feedback, because I can see their face. I can see a human being there. It's when I hire, because I hired a screenwriting consultant another time. And, great, they're calling in helicopters. Even that, like, he was super cool. First of all, he didn't charge much. He could have charged a lot more. Even then, it's so painful to look at criticism. Even when I was totally braced for it, and I was like, look, I need to hear it. Like, please, you have my permission. Don't think I'm going to freak out or panic, because, if you show that you don't want feedback, people aren't going to give it to you. They'll be like, no, you freak out. So it's kind of like, blackmail. Like, don't tell me something I don't want to hear or I'll freak out. Well, the answer to that is people stop telling you things. So this job tomorrow, it seems kind of cool. Like, again, there's no good job for me. Face it, I'm not a good employee, because I'm so disappointed I can't shoot with my mom tomorrow. I really want to get a video done. And I told her this, so I don't know if we'll be able to do something tomorrow afternoon, but I wish I had something more exciting today to do too. I stopped here because I'm like, this is cool. This is a nice background behind me. I would like to do more short film stuff or something like that, just more involved. I'm just doing so much now. It's amazing. Like, being homeless and unemployed, I'm practically busier than ever. I'm writing so much. I'm studying a lot of Spanish. I just spent like 5.5 hours helping build sets for this play. And it was cool because it's a place I used to do a lot of volunteering at. So I know some people here, and it's just nice to be around. Again, like, wow, it's nice to be around people again now that I quit my night job. And wasn't that like complex work, in theater, everything's like a facade for the most part. So it's not like a real anything. So it's like a living room or a set of like several rooms in a house, and I was just like using table saws, cutting stuff, using a power drill, screwing stuff together. That was actually kind of complicated because I was making support beams, and there was not like things weren't totally level anywhere, so it's like I had to sort of improvise a little bit and make it all work, but I did. And mostly just use a table saw and power drill. That was cool. It'd be nice to go see plays again. I haven't seen a play in years. I used to enjoy that. I like being around actors. Can't do that. Well, now I can only do it if I can get a free show because I'm volunteering. I still can't really afford play, and some plays are really expensive. You go to Signature Theater out in Arlington, which is an amazing theater. They have like really hard-working actors, like incredible performances. I saw Les Miserables there once, and it was in a black box theater. So anyways, now I'm getting into theater stuff, if you know this stuff. But it was really cool to see, and the tickets would have been like $70 or something, but I got in because I was volunteering. So like I was just like ushering, which is the easiest thing. If you want to see free plays, that should be the clickbait title of this. I hate that term though, I hate talking about it, but because I don't like thinking that, I'm doing anything with artifice. I'm just being real. But that would be the title if I'm just trying to get views. Like, here's one trick to get into free plays. Just volunteer there, and a lot of times they'll just give you free. Basically anywhere I volunteered at, they let you see the shows for free. and it's not hard. And really the problem is some places they have so many volunteers because everybody wants to go, like, or a lot of people want to go and help out and see shows and be around the cast and crew. So it's a small little theater where I was at today, but it was a place I just kind of, settled into. Anyways, so tomorrow I'll be helping out this guy several hours, and as usual, anything ends up taking more out of my day than I expect. Not that I expect it to go long tomorrow with the guy I'll be helping, but it's just, then like getting out of that, I got to figure out what I'm going to do next. I don't know if I'll go straight to studying Spanish or making a video. I might shoot something with my mom. I don't know. I wanted time to charge my phone. I didn't have time to charge it. You see how everything takes up so much time? Hey, thank goodness for Aldi. I got like $25 worth of groceries. A bunch of great stuff there today. Oh, my nose is getting stuffed up. I got allergies coming. Allergy season is coming soon. Whenever that happens, I have to get Claritin right away. I'm lucky because it hasn't been too bad this year. Normally, I'll know when I have to get Claritin because my allergies will act up so badly. I will be practically like homebound. My nose is like getting stuffed up, and I will just be sneezing, absolutely like feeling like hell. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, all right, I waited too long. Now I got to get Claritin. So this time I'm going to try and remember to do it soon. It's just that even that's expensive. I wish Aldi sold Allegra or Claritin, whatever. Claritin's good for me. What else you want me to talk about? What else did you expect me to talk about? It's kind of cool background behind me. I like the green behind me. I'm getting some good ideas for my screenplay, by the way. And it was good to see, I think I take this very seriously, like, so it's not like I'm missing something, like, just farted again. That's always the concern, is like, am I so stupid I can't think of how to do this thing, how to, engage in this craft and really learn the craft. And from what I could tell, it's like, no, I'm on track. The thing is, there is no such thing other than progress that happens 1 inch at a time. It's like losing weight, which I'm also trying to do. There's no such thing as losing, weight rapidly, and there's no such thing as, sort of, but it's not healthy or not sustainable. And there's no such thing as learning screenwriting except through hard work, reading lots of scripts, input equals output, learning your craft, respecting your craft, and then having the courage and confidence to accept criticism and not interrupt and defend it and just think about it for days and weeks. I came around on a lot of ideas where I'm like, well, this consultant I hired was right. Even stuff I thought for a few days, some of it for maybe like a week, I thought, I know where he's coming from, but I don't see it the same way. Sometimes it was like even after a week, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like I see the importance of what he's saying. So that's why you got to shut down that voice that just wants to defend your work. Because guess what? It doesn't take an expert to do that. Every single amateur writer wants to do that. And you will cause yourself a lot of misery and frustration, and you will arrest your career as a screenwriter if you do that. So I'm on my way, I think. I hope so. I'm trying to go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight, so it's not too late right now. I'm going to upload this before I go to sleep. I keep trying, it looks like a giant lit up toothbrush, that light behind me. I'm trying to not get it sticking out of my head. Oh well, now that's all I can do. Wait. All right. My nose is getting pretty stuffed up now, so thanks for watching, everybody. I enjoy this little talking session. I like the bright green grass. Glass. El verde. Not too many R's in Spanish. So we'll see how this thing goes tomorrow. again, I always. Oh, okay. I gotta talk about this again because, like, I always kind of panic. Even seeing this guy's email tomorrow for helping him out, just driving around doing chores. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's such pressure on me. I can't deal with it. Before going to that screenwriting group yesterday, I wanted to cry and like throw up. I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It's like I was writing so furiously that day, like 3 hours before I had to be there, and it wasn't far. I was like writing. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta look over everything. I gotta make sure everything's right, as best as I can make it. And sure enough, I was making good improvements. Especially, I cut one scene practically in half because I was just wasting time in the scene. It was going nowhere. I thought it was being funny. So thank goodness, at least I had time to do that. But I was so worried. And then of course when I got there, it was nothing. Like there was no problem. I can't help it. In my head, I built up like every time I go somewhere, like people are just going to be barricading the doors and say you can't get in. Like we don't. Why'd you even come here? And so, once in a while, people are like that. But rarely. I can think of one person who is a real jerk. Who I was trying to help on something. I was like, well, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too busy on this project. And then she got all mad at me about it. And her boss was complaining to me that she was so mad. I wanted to say, well, you hired a bully. So what did you expect? But I couldn't do that. I don't want to put that out there. But yeah, that was the answer. It's like, well, you hired a bully. So why are you telling me like, oh no, it's terrible that she's so angry over this thing. I was like, I tried to offer help and whatever. But yeah, it was no big deal. It's just I can't help it, man. All right. And I've been watching a lot of Thelma Schoonmaker's interviews lately about working with Martin Scorsese. Those are cool. Check them out. Learn from one of the masters. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm Angelo. Subscribe, like the video, comment, all that stuff. Got more videos coming with my mom. And we got to try and think of something for 15,000 subscribers. I don't know what. We've just passed that. Actually, we're now well past that. So thanks, everybody. Keep watching. Hey, I'm going to keep trying no matter what. Like even tonight, I got out of my car and I was thinking, oh, people are going to just run up to me and want to like shoulder check me and keep me from standing around here and film. I don't know why. It happens practically every single day. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe for more. Got a lot more coming. Click the notification bell. I'm going to try and have more videos with my mom soon. Bye.